Khalif, this has been in the courts for several years at this point now.
100%.
What's different now with today's hearing?
It's made it all the way up to the Supreme Court. I mean, so it's been in multiple local courts. It's been in the Court of Appeals in a number of places, but for the Supreme Court to address this specifically, ghost guns. Over the years, we've had, bump stocks. We've had these switches. We had a number of different things that were out there addressing modifications of guns, but the creation of a gun, and if it actually is declared and considered a gun, is something new. But our law enforcement agencies are trying to figure out how they can counteract these things that are happening. I looked at the numbers from California, 2021, 11,000 guns were found, ghost guns were found at crimes. Since the Biden administration came and did this, they said those numbers were cut in half drastically. And you got to look at it. The ATF came out with this rulemaking, and it said specifically that partially finished frames, Glock-style handguns, pistol grips, and firing mechanisms could be treated like fully completed guns. Well, that's a major change. And so you had gun advocacy groups outraged. They're like, wait, this is not a gun. This is an accessory. This is a component. This is a modification. It's not a gun. It shouldn't be treated the same as a gun. And because it shouldn't be treated the same as a gun, you guys have overstepped. You've overreached, and I want some type of recourse. Typically, recourse means filing a lawsuit. So they filed this lawsuit, and now it's made its way up to the Supreme Court.
So at the heart of this, sorry to cut you off here, Will, at the heart of this, is it the question of, can you call a part of a gun, or is it this was an executive order versus an act of Congress?
I think it's a little bit of both. So Congress has enabled the ATF to do the rulemaking process, to formulate and to come up with these rules. So they have given them the authority to do that. But for years, they haven't treated accessories or parts that are used to accessorize the gun as a gun. And this is something that's new. And so always when there's a rule, folks are trying to find ways to skirt around rules. And we are reactionary in nature. So our lawmakers are coming up with laws when things happen. Think about it in the 80s and the 70s. People were dying in clubs. They were dying in bars because there were no exit signs. And so they come out with rules to create exit signs because you couldn't find out how to get out of there when a place is on fire because there was nothing pointing to you. Same way with this. Guns they're increasing with ways with 3D printers, with companies that are saying, you know what? I don't have to be a manufacturer. I can just print one part of it and then sell these parts, and they can put them together themselves, and I can skirt around the rules. ATF figures out that they're doing this slowly but surely, and they come out with this rulemaking process that says, you know what? We're now going to look at those as guns as well. And that process was open. It was the rulemaking process that normally happens. You had an opportunity to give advice and ask questions, and they came out with this rule. People don't like the rule, and that's where we got to this point now, and they have a constitutional right to challenge that rule.
Khalif, you touched on this, though, a little bit. The Supreme Court's already ruled on bump stocks. So how much will that play into this? If we're talking that bump stocks are not, that change there, now we're talking with ghost guns, and we're still talking about parts of a weapon.
This Supreme Court has been extremely reluctant to infringe on a gun owner's rights to own a gun. They've been reluctant to try to determine and try to say an agency has an ability to write down and say what is a gun. They're really kicking a lot of this stuff back to Congress. They're saying if Congress wanted to make these guns, then they should go and say that, and they have the ability to say that. And so if I had a crystal ball, I think that the tone and the temperament of our Supreme Court, the way they've ruled in the last 4 or 5, have shown that they will on this one say that, hey, if they are guns, Congress haven't said they're guns, and because they haven't said they're guns, we're going to go ahead and kick it back to Congress.